What's up, guys? We're going to be doing level 3 Bunker Bravo walkthrough today. You'll see I haven't exactly got the most amazing armor on at the moment, really basic gear, and I'll show you what I've got in my inventory shortly. But we're going to just run through with a couple of weapons and a couple of different things which I would recommend bringing with just to make things really easy for you. You'll check there's a frenzied giant over here. He won't engage with you unless you've opened all the doors to him. Then he is really keen to come and kill you. Using something like a skull crusher, taking out these fast biters really fast, really easy to kill, and you got a floater boater. So you got these two plus the floater boater to take out. Just take them out with the Glock. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit easier. And you can see I've got some spare armor with me just in case things go south. And one recommendation would be to bring a gas mask and at least a crowbar with half health to it. I'll show you what that is for shortly. It just makes life a lot easier. Taking out things like a toxic splitter with a skull crusher or these kinds of weapons will mean that you won't tip off the toxic abomination, which means you can also do a huge amount of damage with him without having to take a lot of or use a lot of your weapons. So in this room over here, Toxic Abomination, two fast biters, and then in the room at the back of there, French Giant, you gotta decide how much it's worth it, because you are going to be collecting some stuff. You will notice that there is a turret there. It will be very problematic in a few seconds, but I'll show you how to avoid that turret. Turrets are useful in some ways to collect a couple things. You might get some heat sensors, but it's very rare. So unless you are specifically trying to build turrets at your base, it's not always effective and not always useful to actually grab the stuff from the turrets. Here we got 3 toxic spitters. Usually I entice them to come through to this side over here, and the reason why will be because of that gas. That gas obviously is going to do 10 damage every couple seconds. What you'll notice is I'm going to go to the right. If I go to the left over here, there's that turret, and it will shoot me, and it does a lot of damage really fast. Here you can see I'm using the Skull Crusher again. Skull Crusher, Toxic Abomination, doesn't tip off the Toxic Abomination over here. So we take out the Toxic Abomination with a Skull Crusher, really easy, and we can grab those tickets. This is where that crowbar is going to become very handy. You don't have to actually put it in here. I would usually take out the Toxic Spitter just to make life easy. See that crowbar? Going to basically go to the gate over here, and you can use that little function over there. It breaks open that. Now I see the tool breaks, so I needed at least half. I'm going to take out the frenzied giant on this side first, just to show you the worth, how worth it is in terms of loot you're going to get. These 2 toxic abominations, you can decide whether or not you want to take them out. It really depends on whether or not you're bringing ammunition or not. If you've got a lot of ammunition or guns with you and you can actually take out frenzied giants, it's effective to use the route that I'm using. However, you can take those 2 out. What you might find is you'll probably end up getting maybe 2 yellow and maybe a yellow and a green ticket. So might be worth it, might not be worth it. And it just depends whether or not you're willing. There we are, we got a nice weapon, just boost our weapons that we've got on us at the moment. I'm going to take out this little this frenzied giant, sorry. Yeah, we're going to take him out, move away from him. He does a lot of damage, and it's not worth being hit by this guy. Here, oh, red ticket, awesome. Going to come up behind this guy. If we take him out, you notice that I took out that toxic spitter before I opened the gate. If you shoot the toxic spitter while the gate's open, both him and the toxic abomination will run at you. It is easier to kill him first, then you're able to sneak up on the toxic abomination and do a lot of damage. Frenzied giant, try open the door on the left, because often he actually moves to behind the door and then he ends up hitting you as you open the door. Real nuisance if you ask me, because that guy does a lot of damage. It's like 60 or something damage, or 80, I can't remember the exact amount. But behind this door, if you've got the nice lockpicking skill, you usually get some really cool loot. Grenade, that grenade will become very useful in a few moments when we take out another one of these frenzied giants. And you notice that I take this route over here, toxic spitters, use the skull crusher, really easy, 2 shots each. And as you can see, you can avoid those two toxic abominations. Don't have to worry about those 2 guys. They're really annoying. And obviously they're going to do a lot of damage, so it's really not worth it sometimes. Uh, some beers, really. Beers just don't really help right now. I'd rather drink some water. Don't want to get drunk. All right, yeah, we got some toxic spitters we're taking out over here. Moving down towards this little area, toxic abomination, entice them out. You don't really have to, but I like to entice them out just so I don't, peeve off the frenzy giants, because as I said, those guys do way more damage than you really want. And obviously I haven't exactly got the best armor on the moment, but I can show you, you don't really need to. Oh, Glock, epic. That's the most awesome thing to find. Some extra guns, makes your life easy, especially in these kinds of levels where you've got lots of frenzy giants. Turn off the lasers. That's just going to turn off the alarm, basically. To be honest, the route that I take doesn't really make a difference to turn that on or off, but you can do it anyway. I'll leave that lock behind, don't really need it. So, Frenzy Giant over here, you'll see I am going to take him out, and the reason why is I want to show you what loot you will get in this room. Sometimes worth it, sometimes not. It depends on the day. It's really random, unfortunately. But if you are going to take these guys out, you'll see red tickets are abundant with them. Sometimes they have yellow tickets when you kill them. That's a bit annoying. But, ooh, yellow and green. Okay, cool. So that's not too bad. We're going to move around now. We're going to ignore these frenzy giants because, honestly, as I mentioned, they are a waste of ammunition. 500 health, and you're only doing about 20 damage or so with a Glock. So, really not worth it. Yeah, we are. We're using that Skull Crusher on the Toxic Abomination. And as I said, the Toxic Spitters. 2 hits and he's dead. I put it onto auto, let my guy keep doing his thing, use some food rather, then you can save on your bandages and you don't have to waste your bandages. Use them for later when you really need them and you need to heal fast. All right, green, I got a yellow, and a red. Ooh, nice. Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. So you'll notice that I have a gas mask. Now the reason for the gas mask is going into this area right over here. Often what I'll do is things that I'm not going to want or need, I'll just get rid of quickly, so getting rid of a couple of these extra things that I don't really need, that I've got lots of. And we're going to go into this area. Now, the problem is this gas does damage to you, and when you're getting damage, these crates will not open while you are getting damage done to you. So you cannot actually effectively open these crates. But if you have got the gas mask on, you will notice that you're able to open these crates and sometimes find some nice stuff. I will take the mask off. You can see how much damage the mask has received from the gas. Going into this area with the toxic spitters, just put my guy on auto, let him do his thing. Basically just end up using a couple bandages and just let him run through these guys. What's really nice about this area with these toxic spitters is they're going to get you're going to get a lot of green tickets from these guys. Sometimes you're going to find some yellows, which is useful, but often by the time you've actually finished this level 3, you'll probably find that you've got enough tickets to at least open the green crate. Right, gonna put my gas mask back on so I don't take any damage, and I'm out of there. Right, put my normal gear back on, and you got a little crate over here quickly to open up, see what we can find, and a yellow ticket. Awesome. All right, so we're moving down here. Sometimes you can actually didn't manage to actually sneak up on him, but you can sometimes sneak up on him if you go more against the wall. Just be careful because walls do damage in these kind of things. Yeah, nothing much. Right, moving over here, got another toxic abomination to take out. Like I say, using the sneak skill is really awesome, especially with Bunker Bravo. A lot of guys to sneak up on, which means that it's really quite effective to kill these zombies. I'm just going to use my new nice bandages, or first aid kits. All right, and then it's really I really don't like to actually engage those guys if I don't have to. But you have got this frenzy giant over here. What you'll notice is that gives you damage. Try not to stand too near that electrified fence. That is a potential killer. But I'm going to take out the frenzy giant just so I can show you what kind of loot you're going to get under here. Oh, yep, perfect. Got through there quick enough. Didn't take damage. And what we got over here, nothing. Pity. All right, we're going to take out these guys just so you can see my route and what I like to do. I sometimes use the Glock over there just to entice them and then take them out with a melee weapon. Taking out the Toxic Abomination here, and I've got no more armor left on me. But as you can notice, I didn't exactly use the most amazing stuff, but now I've got some extra gear on me just in case this happened. All right, you could have come through that door, but like I say, you're going to end up getting attacked by those toxic zombies. Okay, nothing really great there, but what you can do is there are only 2 crates in this room. First crate over here and one in the corner over there. Sometimes not worth going for the second crate because you're going to have to take out 2 toxic abominations plus several toxic splitters. Oh, took a bit of damage there. But like I say, decide whether or not it's worth it, whether or not you really want to actually engage that guy over there. Alright guys, so you can see what I managed to find. Nice green tickets, got some combat gear tickets, and I got some, red ration tickets that are going to be quite useful in the long run. Usually, I'll show you in a later video, but that red gear box is amazing. Alright guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your day.